Thirsty and 30. Thirsty and 30.
Gusto ko talaga yung may pabulong.
So, natin.
Hindi naman tayo yan, yung friend lang natin yan. But good evening and welcome to our very late chat show tonight. And 10 p.m. is usually very over our Lola curfew. But yeah, exactly. But tonight we're in for a good laugh. So I'm really ready to rumble kasi maulan sa labas. But so everyone, welcome to episode 19 of Thirsty and 30, the blind leading the blind chat show on modern love. And our goal here is to navigate life and love with all its quirks so that you can make saner decisions and hindi kayo mabudol, diba? So of course, feel less lonely also. So I'm Bea, your usual non-expert.
Hi, Bea. I'm Ciari, your other thirsty co-host. I also want to add that our goal for this year is for all of us to have healthier and more meaningful relationships, whether with family, friends, strangers, and you found love. So we're wholesome na, hindi na tayo puro, looking for the D kind of people.
Wala naman dito kasi wholesome na tayo. But yeah, I second the motion. Let's all try to be wholesome this year. Parang walang natutuwa. So last week we discussed the romance in finance, and pala siya, meron palang ganun. And you can blend finances without fighting, at you don't need to go broke because of love. So tonight naman, we're chatting about something called the funny bone. Kasi nga, merong kasabihan, I think I was telling you this, Shari, pero hindi ka naniniwala na may ganito. To thrive in life, you need 3 things. A wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. Yan.
Alam mo, never like na yung wishbone. Alam ko kasi yung wishbone sa manok. So I like the funny bone and the backbone. Pero explain mo sa akin yung wishbone. Ni-research mo ba yan, Bea, yung quote mo?
Kumain ko sa manok. So, linagay ko na. Hindi, actually, hindi ako nagsabi nito. Kaya, feeling ko, let's just follow it. Maganda kasi wishbone, backbone, funny bone.
Wishbone. Para, go for the trifecta. Okay, so last week, we pre-interviewed a very successful woman, Sasa, who is a prolific fashion designer, and she raised us with the insight that men find funny women disgusting. That was the word, disgusting. So I can't believe this because funny to me is intelligence in a person, and by default, intelligence should be sexy. So tonight we invited 2 sexy guests because they are funny, like I said, diba? So who are big in the stand-up comedy world, and we also have a surprise guest later, maybe one of our favorite, people.
Crowd favorite kung she makes it here. But anyways, I'll introduce our first guest. Our first guest is Mike Unson, is known for his style of comedy na kailangan pag-isipan. And he has been doing live point of view stand-up comedy since 2003. And after some Google stalking, I found out and I confirmed with them, he opened for other stars like Rob Schneider, Rex Navarrete, and David. So, can you guess, David?
Darius.
Yeah, exactly. So, ano ba tawag doon?
Exciting?
Exciting. Ano ba?
Impressive?
Impressive. Naubusan ng words. Yes, kung haba kasi nung sentence na sinulat ko. Kaya nahirapan.
Okay, so let's welcome Mike. Okay. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Hi. Good evening. Ang galing ng nyo, Thirsty and 30. Yan yung, sino yan? Ikaw ba yun?
It's her friend na talaga siya magaling sa mga voice stuff. So our next guest to complete us is Michelle Defensor. She's also an amazing stand-up comedian, life coach, corporate trainer, motivational speaker, mom, neuro-linguistic programming practitioner. So that's her peg. She is also very lovely. We spoke to her yesterday. So her name is Michelle. Michelle, welcome.
Hi!
Haba nung,
Amazing evening! Oh, diba? Ang
haba
bongga
nung
nung
credentials
intro
mo.
ko.
Uwi na ako.
Ang ganda. Ang ganda. Michelle, you
Neurolinguistic. Ano yan? May
Ikaw din
ganda,
first
dapat.
yan.
Hi,
Ano?
Shari! Hi, Bea! And of course, my
Hi.
mentor.
Mga
Kaya kailangan,
neuro.
ano ba? Ang matalino yun.
Yan.
Hello,
Hi.
everybody!
Gabi, I haven't seen Michelle in, parang even pre-pandemic, matagal tayong hindi nagkikita. So, parang
Matagal.
2019. I think the last time I saw you was 2019.
Guys,
True.
lahat naman yata eh.
Oo, wala
naman
naman
nagkikita
nagkikita
Si
talaga. Pero
Bea,
mga friends lang tayong lahat.
Si
That's
Bea,
life.
2018 ko yan last nakita, I think.
Nagtatago na ako from the pandemic. Kahit wala pang pandemic,
Yung-
nagtatago na ako.
Iba yung
Pero
memory ni Mike
yung common friend namin ni Bea, nagkita kami early 2020. So, pwede na rin. Counted na rin na na nakita ko si Bea kasi pinag-usapan naman namin siya. O, saan na yun? Yung ginagawa, yung mga ganun. So,
Nagtatago. Okay, guys, we brought you in here because you guys are expert in stand-up comedy.
no, we're
And
not
our
experts. Sorry. Walang ganun.
Expert? Wala
Walang
ba? Wala.
expert.
Ano ba?
Hindi.
Ano
Wala
ba?
lang. Ako, parang, parang hindi, parang I'm
Ano ba?
not comfortable with
Expert
the
ka
term
na.
expert.
Kaya mo na.
Okay,
Kami
so
rin
what's the term?
I've been doing it for a while, yun.
Okay,
Samahan
seasoned.
expert, baka magka-expectations
Yan.
kayo na
Seasoned.
hindi ko ma-meet. Ayun, pwede na.
Sige.
Sige.
Semi-expert.
Maalat.
Okay.
Sige,
Ano,
okay.
blind leading the blind stand-up. Yun.
Oh, yun. Perfect.
Grabe.
Sige, I like that. Wait, okay. Meron akong problema, actually.
Ano yun?
This has
Ang
been
problema?
coming up. As you know naman, we are thirsty and 30. We're at the age of, kaka 31 ko lang. And lately, ewan ko ba kung na-adjust yung pamilya ko sa akin. But lately kasi, marami silang mga sinasabi on the table na unsolicited advice. So one of the examples is, yung biglang lalapitan ka na parang, alam mo, masyado kang binabarkada. Or they always say, you're too open-minded. You're too friendly. Or look at your sister or look at your cousin. They're very mysterious. Both of my
Mysterious?
sister and my cousin are both in long-term relationship. One is engaged, one is
Really? Okay.
matagal ng relationship. So, when they see me, parang nagtataka sila kung bakit daw binabarkada daw or masyado akong open-minded.
Okay.
You know naman, I have a lot of very strange stories. So, I tend to be kind of weird as a person. Okay, sounds exciting, no? But
Okay,
anyways,
okay yan.
You're selling yourself.
Ayos ka. Sigurado ka bang
I'm
kami yung
selling
gusto mong
myself.
kausapin?
therapist yata kailangan. Anyways, I just want to ask as an icebreaker and I guess make me feel better naman. Have
Of
you ever
course.
been Have you ever
Sorry,
been
sorry.
friend zoned because you were too funny? Like, did anyone ever like sit beside you, a tito or a tita that said, "I think you're too funny. Hindi ka asawa." Ano yun? Asawahin?
Aasawahin.
Hindi naman. Parang hindi. Parang ako nasabihan na I'm too nice. Yun lang yung worst siguro.
Grabe.
Pero not yun.
Nahiya naman ako kay Mike sa I'm too nice.
Sabi, you're too nice for me. May ganun. Yan si Michelle Defensor na ganun na rin yun. I'm sorry,
Ano?
Michelle. This relationship is not working out. Na
Huwag
ganun
ka
ka na, no?
mag-iimbento. Sorry, ako yung
You're too
nagsabi.
nice. Ikaw ang nagsabi ng you're too nice.
Ako nagsabi, I'm too nice.
Dahil sinabi ni
This is not
Michelle,
gonna
lumayas
work
ka sa
out.
bahay ko. Yan ang sinabi.
Loko-loka. Mike, seryoso kasi sila. Kahit komedyante tayo. Seryoso yung
Si
tanong.
Bea, nag-iisip siya ng problemang dapat
Wala.
pag ginaganon ka ng mga relatives mo, sige, bahala kayo to. This is my life, di ba?
Hindi.
Unless talagang
Hindi.
unless subconsciously agree ka sa kanila. Sorry for
friend
being
zone na for
funny.
me.
Have you been
Parang
friend?
hindi naman, no. Na friend zone for other reasons, not for being funny.
How about you, Michelle?
Well, ako, friend zone, like, kunyari, type ko, tas parang friends lang, ganon.
Oo, biglang feeling mo kasi you're like driving so well, you're both laughing, and then yung pala parang, ay, biglang tinawag ka lang pare or something.
Tapos tinawag kang ate.
Okay.
Ate.
Hindi, madalas.
Ka bigla, gano'n.
Buisit ka,
Uy,
pinagtaguan
funny
ka.
ka naman. Wow,
Mike,
pwede
pwede mo akong
pautahin ng
pasalitain.
1.5.
Magsasalita
Sige,
lang ako, ha?
salita.
Kakainit ng
Sige.
ulo.
Wala kasi nung rehearsal eh.
Sorry, nag-rehearse kami kahapon. Nagano na ako, sorry, pero hindi yung parang hindi yung parang you're too nice or whatever, this and that. Parang decision lang na, uy, mas okay na friends. So parang mutual thing. Kasi parang it doesn't have to be romantic kung okay naman kayo as friends eh. Right?
Pero
Ako,
paano kung gusto namin romantic?
Ano yun?
Ano, no?
Sorry, what was that?
Paano kung
Okay
gusto
maging
namin
romantic?
Well, hindi naman. Parang hindi pa naman ko naisip na, pero gusto ko talaga eh. Walang ganon.
Just a friend. Okay. Guys, our other guest is actually also here and we'll bring her in a bit. Our favorite guys is Cardi Bins, our favorite correspondent. And maybe we can ask her this question. Or we can ask her this question also, diba? Cardi Bins, are you ready? I'll let you say hello to
Cardi
Ciari
Bins.
and I.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, ready na siya. I
Ayun
see
na,
her. Okay.
sayaw na
Baka
siya.
ikaw lang yan, ha?
Ayan, Cardi Bins.
Baka Bea, ikaw rin yan, ha? Okay, okay, iba.
Okay. Cardi Bins, the
Hello?
question.
Meet you guys. Okay, so what's the question?
So guys, si Cardi Bins, she's very funny. She's known to be one of our Penkoy friends. Sabina, Cardi Bins. Na-friend zone ka na ba for being too funny?
Di pa naman. I mean, like I feel like parang alam ko naman kung kailan maging funny or hindi. Like you kind of like read the room, read the
Right. Tama. That's good.
Oh, that's good.
Kailangan ng affirmation ni Mike.
Nangyari sa burol, di ba? Yan. The best time to be funny is at a burol. Yan.
Alam mo, I agree. I feel like people are going around there. Alam mo, it's the perfect time to just break the tension and
No, I performed stand-up at a wake twice na.
Kamusta naman?
Okay naman. Parang request ng Parang request
sila,
yung
friendship
first time ni request nung wife so yung namatay dad ng friend ko. Tapos yung mom niya, napanood na ako somewhere. Pagpasok ko dun sa wake, bila siyang sumigaw, you're here! Can you do a set? Akala ko joke. Tapos mamaya, naghahatak na siya ng karaoke machine dun sa may kabaong. Sabi ko sa friend ko, seryoso yung mami mo? Favorite ka niyan eh. So yun, okay naman. Ang problem lang is for the latecomers. Sila, papasok sila, and then parang, what the heck is going on in here?
Yeah.
Pero okay naman, twice na yan.
Would you do a joke about the dead person or you wouldn't cross that?
No, I just did a joke about dead people in general. Yeah, that's what I did. Hindi ako masyadong close. I wasn't too close to the dead person. The first time I wasn't that close, but the second time, she was my preschool teacher. So parang medyo kami konting side info.
So Mike, what's a good joke about a dead person na pwede mong i-whip out? Meron ba? Or kailangan ng intense setup for it?
No, my funeral jokes parang connected siya sa superstition. Like yung mga stupid things like the pagpag, why you're not allowed to bring food home. So parang may theory ako na yung first wake na inis sila na inuwi lahat yung food. So parang sabihin natin malas siya, parang gano'n. Tapos yung pagpag is parang binibigyan ka ng head start dahil they say when you're at a funeral, parang there are a lot of evil spirits lurking. So they're not supposed to walk you to the door and you're not supposed to go home right away kasi masusundan ka. So yung not supposed to go home right away, yon ililigaw mo yung spirit. Pero yung sabi ko, yung relatives who are not allowed to walk you to the door, that's because they want to give you a head start dun sa evil spirit na susundan ka. So by the time ma-realize sila na, nakaalis na pala si Tapos sabi ko, lahat ng spirits feeling nila lahat tayo nakatira sa Starbucks. Kasi
Yun yung number one pagpagpat.
The number one
Wait,
pagpag.
guys. Paano tayo, I'm asking for help on my love life. Tapos, dinahan mo ako sa pagpag, saka sa funeral.
Diba?
I know.
Kayong lahat.
Oh my gosh. Talaga,
help sa love life. Tanong ka sa kapatid mo or sa pinsan mo. Sila yung magaling, di ba?
Dinala niyo ako sa funeral, nakakaloka kayong
so,
lahat.
Bea, ako na, ito, may sabihin ako, wow!
Sige, Michelle, sabihin mo.
Di ba first, especially the different generation, they have a of programming, a different programming that a certain age have to be married or at a certain
mga
age
neuro.
have to be exact.
Now.
Yeah, oo,
Like,
ganyan. So, and
next week,
diba?
tomorrow.
And people are really different.
Yeah.
People are
Yeah, like
different.
ano,
So they have
yung
I guess the first thing that I think the most important thing is for you to just really know yourself, diba? And just love yourself and just be happy. You don't, diba? Just be happy being on your own. Though may goal ka na eventually I'll be with a partner. Diba? You know that. And as long as you know exactly. Exactly. As long as you know,
Bumaba
you're,
ka sa langit.
Oo, kasi sometimes we're influenced, our decisions are influenced by the other people around us. And what is important is really our intention and our own belief. I think
may
that's what's important.
intention.
Ikaw na, Mike. Go for it.
Or ano, or pag kino-compare ka dun sa kapatid mo yun sa pinsan mo, di sabi sa hingi kang advice sa kanila. So, kayo yung magaling eh. Ang galing nyo eh. Ganunin mo.
Nagwala na lang. Kayo
Sabi mo dun sa tita mo na tipong kunyari, oh, Bea, bakit ka walang boyfriend? Gumanong ka. Ang galing mo eh. Sabi mo kaya sa akin, bakit wala? Ganunin mo. Tapos nag-walk
Okay,
out
maggamit
ka.
nga yun.
Ang hirap sa inyo, gan. Sabi mo, ang hirap sa inyo, nangingialam kayo ng buhay ng may buhay eh. Tapos walk out ka na agad.
Oh my God, Bea, do it. We all love some drama. Gawin mo.
Sabi mo sa
Yes.
tita mo,
Diba?
bakit ikaw, tita, pinakailaman ba kita nung
Pinakailaman ba kita?
magkaasawa ka? Pinakailaman ba kita nung kayo nakamagkakaanak? Ganun.
Wait, guys, ganito. Ikiklip ko yung audio na yan. Tapos ipi-play ko na lang yan sa
Ayan.
cellphone ko. Kayong dalawa na lang yung bosses. Parang, sandali lang. May playlist ako.
Pag
Sandali lang.
sinabihan si Bea, bakit ka binabarkada? Bakit? Masama makipagbarkada.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, so Mike, you mentioned something about being, na friendzone ka for being too nice or sabihan ka being
Wala
too
akong
nice.
sinasabing gano'n, ha?
Meron ka kaya?
Recorded ka ba kayo playback? So,
Hindi
too
ko
nice.
alam, actually. Hindi ko alam ano ibig niya sabihin ng being too nice. So,
Pero
parang
do you
hindi ko
think that
mag-get.
being funny is associated to being too nice? Could that be it also?
Hindi siguro. Parang na-turn off yata siya sa pagiging gentleman ko. Yun yata.
Wow! Grabe si girl, ah.
Hindi ako maniwala.
Mike, integrity
Nagalit siya.
daw.
Nagalit siya nung pinagbukas ko siya ng pinto. Sabi niya, what? You think I can't open the door myself? You chauvinist, gano'n. Tapos, you're too nice. Dalawa.
Wala kang mapupulot.
Okay.
Then I don't think may kinalaman siya sa being funny. Kasi I was talking to Michelle a few hours ago. Parang yung being, di ba, parang yung pinaka-topic natin is funny girls. Parang guys daw don't like funny girls. Tama ba yun?
Something like that. Yes.
Parang they find them disgusting. Ako hindi.
Yeah.
For me, parang incidental yung pagiging funny. I think if a guy finds a girl disgusting or if a guy finds another, or any person finds another person disgusting, parang it's because this person has a flawed character, masama ugali niya, ganon. And the being funny part is just parang just a tip. Parang kumbaga nairita ka kasi this guy is a bigot, tapos nagpapatawa-patawa siya about being a bigot, kaya ka naasar. But hindi ka talaga quote-unquote naasar because this person was funny. Nainis ka sa kanya kasi nakakainis na siya to begin with. Diba? Does that make sense?
So, parang
Yes.
scapegoat mo yung funny. Yeah, okay.
Or baka
In the
she
same way na,
was mistaken. Nakala niya kasi
Tama,
it's the
diba?
character, it's the funny
Tama.
person's character na kaya inayawan niya. Pero
Or sometimes,
I agree with Mike. It has to be deeper than that.
Diba? It's a deeper. Kaya kay Cardi B, parang, sorry Cardi B, sorry, what's your username again? Cardi Bins. Sometimes, baka yung hindi necessarily nainis sila na funny, baka masyado kasing outspoken, na-intimidate tuloy yung guy na mahina ang ego or insecure yung guy. Parang he blamed it on yung funny girl na yan, nakakairita siya. Pero hindi siya nairita because of the funny. Parang I guess it's yung maybe the girl was too blunt or yung different things eh. Parang we get annoyed differently So sometimes parang
Like,
ano lang, convenient lang to say na for example, I find funny girls annoying. Parang that's just a convenient thing to say, pero deep inside you find different people annoying for a lot of different reasons. Pero yung common denominator is because this person is annoying to begin with. Diba?
Right.
Tama ba yun? Pag
Oh, yun.
neurolinguistic ba
Yeah,
yung sagot na yan? Yeah.
parang minsan may mga funny girls na magulo na, borderline magulo.
Yes.
Nakalasing na
I don't
siya.
know. Maybe it could be that. Like, yung
Yeah.
parang wala
yes,
nang
yes, yes.
poise. Like, she's too funny. Like, guys don't know how to, like, approach anymore because parang, I don't know, how she carries herself in a funny way is
Right.
like the cute
Sorry,
funny.
nag-walk out si Beo. Nainis yata siya sa akin.
Fix her
Oo.
audio.
It's like, ayoko
Nahul-
naman
I would agree with
Sorry,
Cardi Beans
yan,
also.
tama.
Kasi there are different types of funny, di ba, Shara, when we're talking about it the other day. Well,
Sige,
among my
i-analyze mo.
my
Yan.
guy friends, they're saying na parang if the girl is, let's say, funny in a loud way, for example, or like what Cardi Beans is saying, na parang, alam mo yun, yung ibang level funny na hindi na siya cute or approachable, yung malakas na
Parang
masyado.
parang disruptive funny na. Tipong
Medyo.
sinipa ka sa swimming pool, yung ganon.
Pwede.
Diba?
Yeah,
Or,
pwede.
ano, or tipong you're driving, bigla kang hinampas. Diba? Annoying yun eh.
Mga
Yeah,
ganon. And we
Diba,
don't
it might be
really find
funny,
it
pero
for
yun.
a person but not for others. Or yung mga put down funny, di ba? Kaya parang minsan pag nagmamata ka and you find it funny and let's say you
Tama,
like,
tama.
you know, the guy would hear you. Parang I think it's more of the character that's important eh.
Yeah,
Kasi feeling mo nakakatawa ka pero nang aapikats, tinatawanan mo yun. Di ba? Pero yun, medyo annoying yun or
Para kang
Wait,
superior
question.
ka.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yung, di ba, some guys, they like maldita women.
Hindi, sinagsabi si Raul yun. Sinagsabi ko. Bakit gusto ng gagong gusto ng maldita na
Guys, wait
Gusto
lang.
nila yung girls na may balls.
That's
Like,
true.
yung
Ayun, that's different, di ba? Iba yung may balls sa
Friend,
maldita,
okay,
di
guys,
ba?
everybody, wait lang. But before we
Okay,
continue lang hindi pa natin nasasabi sa audience yung pinag-uusapan natin. Kasi alam mo,
Yam sila, malaki na yung audience. Audience.
There's this article
Okay, sis.
there's this article from The Atlantic saying na men don't like funny women. But women like funny men. So parang at first they were like, what the hell, that's not true. And then we read into it and it was actually research backed. So so based on researchers, it was a study of like more than 100,000 people, right? They are like 200,000 people.
Grabe,
and they,
ang dami nilang time,
diba? Anthropology. So basically they were asking, what do you look for in a partner? Men and women, number one, top ranked is they like humor first. And men, they rank humor third. And then the other question, but they both said that they like funny, diba? Both men and women like funny. But then the difference is their definition of funny. So when you ask a woman, okay, what do you as a funny man? She would say, to me, funny men are men who make me laugh and, deliver jokes. Versus men, when you ask them, what's a funny woman to you? Funny men said na funny women to me are women who laugh at my jokes. So guys, it's... Hindi totoo yun. So,
hindi totoo yun.
So, nagtanong ako sa mga lalaki. And, mainly, ayaw ko kung gusto nila sinabi na nila kung anong
Ninalandi ka lang nila.
Hindi, ito yung mga yun na be like,
Hindi ka nila binabarkada. Buti ka pa, sabi ni Bea Trinidad.
Hindi ako type na mga yun, for sure, yung mga ganyan. Most of them said that hindi daw totoo because to them, funny women are smart. Pero, so they like smart women. Pero they said insecure men don't like smart women. So yun yung tingin nila kung bakit ganun.
Insecure yung lalaking ayaw ng smart na babae.
Sabi nga nung friend ko, parang it takes a special kind of man. Wow! Diba? To appreciate funny, women with wit and those who are smart. Kaya ako medyo
Meron question si May comment may lumabas na comment, ang galing. Sige, go ahead. Sorry.
No, she just, Marielle Batanga said, my partner said he was attracted to my humor. your
But
partner
just to
is also
connect
really
with
funny.
what Michelle is saying, it takes a special man to appreciate a woman with a sense of humor and is intelligent, right? So you
Right.
know,
Tama,
put a
tama.
ring on it. Put a ring on
Diba?
it.
Thank you, thank you.
Agree.
Nabasa na yung mga comments, so hindi. Hindi kasi ako
Pero may nagsabi rin kasi na parang meron kind of humor ng babae na is off-putting, annoying. When you're trying so hard to be funny, annoying daw yun, hindi daw yun attractive.
Then,
Pwede.
annoying lang siya talaga.
So like what
Oo.
Michelle was saying, there are certain kinds of humor na I guess hindi talaga attractive to the opposite sex. Diba? What do you guys think?
Yes, kasi
Hindi
same with
siguro,
me.
sige.
Ako,
Sige. Okay.
I like funny men. Feeling ko mas
Okay.
nagkaka-appeal, you know, as opposed to
diba?
just when the guys kunyari just sitting there tapos biglang nagpatawa or biglang nagkakaroon bigla ng character eh. But it's a different dating if a guy is loud and trying to be funny, parang yun na nga, nagiging annoying.
Annoying.
But then again, when you know naman how the person is built, and you know his intention, parang pinapalipas mo naman kasi kung mabuting tao naman, parang ganon. Right? Ako,
na si Mike. Nag-walk
I
out
think
na si
yun ang friends. Yun ang mga funny friends. Yun yung
diba?
accepted
Oo.
mo na, so friends na lang tayo.
Oo. Or parang, ay, okay lang, masaya siya kasama, pero barkada ko na lang, like Cardi Beans, diba, ganon. Parang hindi, oo.
Si Bea
Pero yung
yung masaya pero barkada lang.
masaya kasama, pero barkada lang.
This is the episode to sell me. Sige nga.
Parang
Isa.
one time kasama ko sa gig si Michelle, tapos sa kanya ako sumabay.
Oh.
Tapos biglang nung tapos na yung gig, uuwi na raw siya.
Oh.
So, parang sabi niya mauna na siya. So parang sabi namin, ba't ka mauna? Sa inyo nga kami, sa iyo nga ako sumabay. Paano ako uuwi? Parang gano'n. So, parang wala lang. Nakakatawa lang yung So parang natawa ako bago ako nainis. Kasi parang,
Mike,
ano ka sa BF, yung sumakay kami sa kotse mo, papuntang checkpoint bar.
Hindi ko sabi, naaalis na ako, naiiwan kita, tinatanong kita kung anong oras ka aalis. Kung anong oras.
Sinabi mo uwi ka na.
Parang kayo nag-aaway na parang kasal na couple.
Alam mo, Bea, kung kaharap ko lang si Mike, nabatok ko Mike.
Oo nga, bato ko.
Parang ako guys,
one time magkasama kami sa
What
Sorry, go ahead.
What are funny na dates daw? Type, okay, Mike, since ikaw lang yung lalaki dito, type ba ang funny na dates na babae?
Ganyan.
Funny na ditzy.
Oo.
Depende. Again, it really
mga
depends.
Giselle Sanchez, ganyan.
Nagtatrabaho ko na si Giselle eh.
Oo, I guess.
Kaibigan ko naman dito Giselle, pero type mo ba?
I guess pwede tatanga-tanga, parang ganun. Funny sex.
Hindi naman, she's not like that eh. Ano, that's just an act.
No, that's her, pero in general.
Yun yung humor niya. Parang in general, ano siya eh, parang, so parang ano nga yan eh. Hindi pa parang parang cum laude, di ba siya or what?
Matalino naman siya.
Parang smart girl yan tapos nagda-drums pa siya or something. Nakasabay ko yan a few times sa mga guestings. And
So,
interesting siyang kausap
Ano nga yung sagot
backstage.
mo?
Oo nga,
sagot mo?
baka tayo napunta kay girl.
Sorry.
Ito yung funny na ditzy.
Funny na ditzy. Tatanga-tangang girl. Okay ba yun?
Okay ba yun?
Parang hindi okay yung tatanga-tanga na person in general. Parang problema yun eh. Baka mamaya kung mapahamak ka nun because of that, di ba?
Baka for character lang. Kung
Per
persona
character,
lang.
Kung persona lang or kung baga parang part yun ng charm niya, tipong pero kung ditzy ka, tipong hindi mo nakalimutan mong bayaran yung rent ng bahay mo, na binangga niya yung kotse mo, gano'n, nalagyan niya ng diesel yung kotse mo na gas, di ba? Yun,
Sino ba mga
nakakairita yun, di
dinidate
ba?
mo? Laki ng problema mo, ha?
Bea, di ba meron tayong letter para we can at least...
Ayan, may letter ka pala galing kay Cardi B.
Oo nga. Cardi Benz, kaya mo bang basahin yung letter mo?
Oh, syempre
Letter ng
naman.
friend niya.
Syempre naman, Bea. Sana naman. Ba't pa ako nandito?
Oo nga, Bea naman eh, nung yun. Nagalit ulit siya.
So every F nagbabasa ng letter si Cardi.
Si Sabina. Actually,
Actually, consultant na talaga ako dito. Like, parang,
okay.
pasok na natin tong babaeng to. May, ano siya eh.
You're so masaya kasi here. Ang arte. You're so masaya here.
Bigay niyo na rin siya sa poster lagi.
Maliit lang.
Ginagamit niyo na siya eh, di ba? Nag-take advantage na yung kabaitan ni Cardi B.
Hindi naman. I enjoy being here then. I like to share things and experiences. Okay, so I'm gonna read a letter from my friend. So, okay, let me start. Dear thirsty girls, like most men lately, I've only been able to meet girls through dating apps. You know, virtual romance is real. My chosen dating app is Bumble because I find the girls to be smarter there as compared to other dating apps. See, I'm a sapiosexual and a self-proclaimed book lover. I read 100 books last year and I enjoy deep, meaningful conversations. Humor also gets very far with me. Anyway, running through my Goodreads book list is not the point of this letter. I met a girl. Her name is Grace. So her name is Grace. She's cute, sexy, smart, and independent. All the things I ever wanted in a dream girl. I feel like I'm in a 500 days of summer. Anyway, I have to say, I really started to like her. Until she said too many jokes, memes, gifs, and amusing things. I don't know why, but the joke started to turn me off a little bit. We've somehow become buddies. Then me attracted to her. She's perfect in every way except I'm no longer laughing at her jokes. What can I do? Is this repairable? Love, Bumblebee.
Thank you, Cardi B. Okay,
Baka
Mike.
inutangan siya ng girl.
Sino una? Okay, Mike, muna ka na. What do you think? Ano advice mo kay Bumblebee?
Kaya siya hindi na natatawa, baka inutangan siya inutangan siya ng girl. Tipong Hindi, yan, feeling ko hindi naman siya attracted talaga kay parang natuwa lang, he just found it amusing na mahilig din sa di ba, parang book club daw siya. Parang they had a lot of things in common. And then later on, he realizes na hindi pala enough yun to sustain yung Kaya parang naging buddies na lang sila. Tapos, saka yan di ba? Once ayaw mo na yung person, lahat ng sabihin nun annoying na eh.
Parang nag-wear off na yung...
Di ba? Once you're no longer attracted to, so, kaya yung guy, hindi na siya attracted sa girl na dati niyang kinakabaliwan. Kahit anong gawin nun, maiinis na siya. Tipong kahit mag-on lang yun ng, tipong magbuhos yun ng tubig sa baso, nakakairita ka. Ganon, di ba? Hahanap lang yun ng excuse. So, yan. Parang feeling ko, baka hindi sila talaga match. Or baka may iba na siyang gusto. Di ba? Na hindi niya sinabi dun sa... Oh, yeah, exactly. So, parang the best advice to him siguro is huwag niyang pilitin na lang. Otherwise, baka, it's just gonna backfire. Diba?
Ikaw, Michelle. Si Michelle nag-isip ng malalim.
Yeah. Ang isip ng malalim. Ang question niya is if it's repairable or irreparable. Oo. So bottom line, I would say is that what is really important to you in a relationship, diba? So maybe in the beginning, there's chemistry, but chemistry fades kasi. Now, what is important is compatibility, and these are the things that you can learn to adjust with, right? Or adjust to. So, so kung ano yung importante sa'yo? Kasi bakit importante sa'yo matawa ka sa kanya? Will that impact your relationship? Kung hindi ka natatawa, it's okay. I don't find it funny. So it's important pa rin to see what you're to check what
yung intention niya, di ba? Tama ba yun?
Intention niya. O kung nagpapatawa siya to make you happy and all that, tapos hindi ka na natatawa, does it have to ruin the relationship? Or I don't know, I've had a partner na hindi naman ako natatawa, pero Okay lang naman sa akin. Kasi mas importante sa akin yung
Tama, di ba?
banter.
Di ba may mga ganun naman na, like kunyari, if you check out yung mga comedians sa States, hindi naman necessarily nakakatawa rin yung partner nila. Pero
Yeah.
something in the relationship works. So, yun din, kung, di ba, sabi niya, tama, yun, he's asking if it's repairable, how to repair it. Para dapat, sabihan niyo si girl na, just be honest na, hindi ako natatawa sa jokes mo. Baka yung humor niya salbahe. No, di ba, it's possible. What if yung jokes ni girl are all mean and rude? Then just say it, di ba? Sabihin mo, di ba? Kasi otherwise...
I mean, if you're like in a parang same level of connection, I guess you can be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
And then maybe like I think it would be better also if the girl knows and then she can explain her side or maybe like adjust a little. I mean, if they really like each other, right?
Tama. Sabay sinabi ng girl, no? Actually, iniinis talaga kita kasi ayaw ko na sa'yo. Nag-work ba? Ganun, no? Bilang ganun, no?
Yung pala yung intention ko.
Yun kasi yung intention ko.
May taong
Kasi
bang
hindi
ganon?
Wala
naman talaga ako
ganun.
mahilig
I'm sure
sa
may
jokes. Meron siguro, I'm sure may ganun.
Oo, just to be polite and you don't have to be the one to break it off. Pero guys, maiba lang. Yung opinion ko is this, si Bumblebee, you gotta analyze yourself. When you already checked off, she's smart, she's sexy, she's cute, she's independent. Okay, maybe
Okay na, diba?
either her humor is terrible or you're being too picky. Pwede rin yun. Basta meron kang issues na you can't look past something as little as hindi kayo mesh ng humor. Unless racist yung humor yun, I don't type it. Iba naman yun, or violent siya, or whatever.
The bottom line, parang I think based on that letter, nabawasan na yung attraction niya. Something happened na he's no longer as attracted or all of a sudden, di ba, parang ikaw, beginning of the relationship, minsan feeling mo, ito na yung the one, gano'n.
Yes.
Then parang 6 months later, di pala, ano pala siya, irresponsible pala siya, gano'n. Montik niya akong saksakin ng isang araw. So parang, biglang hindi na, di ba?
Sino ba date mo?
Ano ba? May?
Sorry, nasaksak na. Hindi ba naman?
Nakasaan ka ba lang po?
Hindi pa naman. Worst na
Bea,
nangyari
ikaw,
sa
may advice ka ba kay Bumblebee? What do you think?
Ako ba? Sabihin na.
lang.
Ikaw, Bea.
Yan si Bea. Payuhan mo si Bumblebee. Dali.
Sige ako. Galing ko kasi, diba? Galing ko nga, diba? I think the first thing you have to ask is that, are you lonely lang during this time? Kasi syempre maraming, it's COVID, pandemic. Baka naman,
That's true.
Thank you. Ang talino ko talaga. Kaya nga walang,
Diba?
So parang I feel like some people, they're trying to settle. Thank you for the slow clap. Settle for someone. Like you're really trying to find someone through Bumble or whatever way. Kahit Zoom meeting mo, naghahanap ka ng lalaki doon. So I think first, i-check mo lang kung malungkot ka at kailangan mo ng company. Number 2, kasi for me, for relationships, it's a combination of similarities like commonalities or common interests. Pareho lang yata yun. And synonyms lang yan.
Anyway. Iba. Hindi, magkaiba yan.
Tapos, also yung curiosity ng, first you have to like the same jokes, diba? Sometimes, hindi naman pwedeng naasa ka, she likes daddy jokes, hindi pala daddy jokes, knock jokes. Ikaw naman gusto mo yung bastos na joke, diba? And then, the second thing, dapat curious ka. Pag nag-send siya sa'yo ng GIF or like memes, dapat natutuwa ka. Kung hindi ka natutuwa, siguro mali yan.
Padala siya ng checklist. Here are the memes that I might find interesting, di ba? Ganon. Memes about the environment, ganon. Shaming, people who advocate the use of single-use plastic. Mga ganun kang...
Papalit siya na yung type niya.
Sorry.
Girls out there, kung mag-send kayo lang meme kay Mike, single-use plastic meme only and about recycling.
But okay, seriously though.
Lumayas na si Michelle.
Oo nga. Ayaw niyo yung
Dito pa ako,
jokes.
dito pa.
Yeah, sige.
Okay, serious question. Okay, alam mo yung mga tinatanong ka, what's your type? Anong type ng humor yung gusto nyo? Like, for you, Shari, ko naman, what's the type of humor that you would like, that you would find sexy?
I like a dry, sarcastic humor ever since. Kasi imagine, niyansa ko lang konti. Pero wag yung below the belt. Alam mo yun?
Just up a little bit. Up a
Like,
little
so
bit.
you bring me up and then just pull me down, and bring me back up and then pull me down again. Keep it exciting.
Sira ulo ka rin na.
So, dry, sarcastic, yun yung type ko.
Sige.
Yeah.
Ikaw, Mike, anong type?
Halo
Hindi
yan.
nagsasaksak
Minsan
ng
type
tao.
ko yung sarcastic humor. Minsan type ko yung borderline dark, yung ganon. Yung parang if you watch sina Anthony Jeselnik, yung mga ganong type na yung alam mong hindi naman totoo yung pero yun, like me for example, I have jokes about serial killers, about mortality, about Satanism, mga ganon. So mga tipong what if scenarios na people will not normally talk about na pero you have encountered, di ba? Mga ganon.
I like that. Parang nakita ko yung category mo ng spectrum, yung parang funeral, serial killer, like all
Humor mo
around
yun,
death.
Mike. Yung humor ng
All
girl.
the vibes.
Ayan.
Ano ba yan?
Self-dating, type ko rin yan. Or ito,
Self,
perfect.
yan, okay yan. Ito,
Kasi Ciari yung fuck off, you're an
gusto ni
alcoholic.
Ciari yung fuck off, you are an alcoholic. Sino to?
Pero please naman ako. Keep me on my toes. Tapos galandagan mo ako after.
Ito, type ko to. Ayan.
Ito.
British humor.
British humor. Yan.
British humor.
Ano yan, masaya yan si British humor. Si ano yan, di ba? What's his
Ryan
name?
Sarcastic.
Yan kay Ricky Gervais na series. Meron siyang series na yung kamamatay ng wife niya. Sobrang funny yun eh.
Oh yeah, what is it called? Yeah, that's a good one.
What's the title of that show?
Afterlife.
Basta,
No.
Oh yeah.
Afterlife. Yeah.
Galing mo, Bea. You're on a roll today, ha?
Talino.
Favorite ko
Ay,
din yung office mate niya na di ba yung nangyari sa kanya doon, sobra na lang siyang honest, na tipong naiirita. Parang, di ba ginawa niya doon, binigyan niya ng enough money yung isang guy para mag-overdose.
O tapos, ikaw lang nakanood. Walang nakanood, Mike.
Hindi siya napanood. Kwento lang sa akin ni Bea.
Michelle, how about you? Humor type. What's your type? Para
Humor
for the
type?
men auditioning for you now. Anong type mo nag-humor?
Alam mo, hindi ko talaga siya naisip. Basta...
Gusto niya yung marunong mag-vacuum yun.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Yung mga witty lang yung comeback.
Yung tipong, pwede bang linisin yung hindi po mag-volunteer.
Alam ko pala si Michelle, si Mike
bahay.
ka. Si Mike. Tapos ka na. It's my turn. Aloka. Hindi ko lang maisip what type of humor. Singit ko pa si Mike.
Wala, hindi mo alam yung gusto mo.
Basta yun lang guys, yung parang witty lang. Mababaw lang kasi ako eh. Basta wag lang masyadong, ayoko lang yung mga put downs. Yan.
Ayun, actually. Actually, yun nga, pag si Michelle kasama ko
Si
with
Mike,
her
parang
kids, tawa lang kami ng tawa eh. Di ba may time na traffic tayo eh. May time na traffic kami ni Michelle papuntang show. Tapos kinukulit ko si Michelle na bilhan ng motorsiklo yung anak niya. Tapos yung itsura namin sa traffic, hindi pwede. Mamaya ma-aksidente. Tapos ako yung argument ko, you allow him to ride angkas eh. So that means you're fine with him riding a motorcycle. So what's wrong with him driving the motorcycle himself? Tapos parang nakikita ko sa rear view mirror si Miko tumatango-tango na parang tapos wag mo i-encourage. Parang tumigil mo.
Ang kulit. Hindi, kumbaga parang siya, parang ilayo niyo yung mga anak ko sa kanya. Ganung level.
Okay. Wait. Maiba lang. Since
Wait lang!
maiba.
Cardi Benz muna. Anong type mo ng humor?
Cardi Benz ba?
Oo nga.
Same lang ako with Ciari.
Yun.
Same lang ako with Ciari. Tas mababaw lang din yung humor ko. Like, whatever, like, I like making fun of negative situations. So like that makes me like really happy. So basically like a funny guy would be like a positive person. Because I know that they
love
like
that. Yes.
So that's the kind of funny guy I like.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I have to add, type ko rin yung medyo bastos. Pero, kapag type ko na, ayoko yung early on. Like, kapag hindi ko gusto, tapos like, hindi ko type, tapos bastos, I'm like, ew, don't talk to me. Pero kapag,
Hindi,
pero
incidental
kapag
yun.
medyo
Incidental
bastos,
yung
pero,
nagustuhan mo yung
Shari
bastos.
talaga.
Gusto mo na
Mga
siya
type
kasi.
ni Shari.
yeah, kapag medyo bastos, tapos type ko, like, ew you're so funny, tell me more pa. So, ganun. Okay.
Hindi, ano
Tell me
yun?
more
Kasi nga type mo na siya, di ba? Kaya
Exactly.
kahit ano
Kung
nang
mga type
sabihin
ko
nun.
dyan, di bastos.
Bottom line, pag gusto mo naman yung tao, kahit anong gawin nun, ano di ba?
Di naman. Medyo
Grabe ka,
Hindi
oo
naman
nga.
lahat. Hindi naman lahat. Kumbaga to a certain extent, di ba?
Yeah, agree. That's true.
Sige nga,
It's-
sige,
It's
sige.
definitely forgivable, no matter if it's like a dirty joke, a bad joke. If you're attracted, it's kind of like you're blinded to the humor. They could
So I
say
guess
anything.
that goes back to si Bumblebee. I guess you're just not into her. You can't deal with
Tama.
not liking the humor at all. Yun lang yun. Oh, but
Yeah.
yeah, the next question mo, meron ka pa.
No, I was wondering because diba, you were talking about the angkas. I'm going back to the angkas, and I have full faith in you, Mike, that humor means wit and intelligence. So parang, I guess what my point is, like, can we agree that pag funny yung tao, ibig sabihin smart sila? Agree naman
Siguro
tayo.
naman 90% of the time. Ganun. Diba?
Okay.
Parang hindi,
Okay.
sorry, baka naman less pa. Baka mga between 75 to 80% of the time. Parang yung being funny naman, hindi siya super exclusive sa somebody who's intelligent kasi there are different types of humor naman eh. Pero,
Yeah.
but generally, diba? Kasi even the people who do slapstick or insult theater, for example, insult
Mabalis pa rin ang
theater,
utak eh.
ano yun eh, improvisations yun eh. So, intelligent pa rin sila.
Kailangan pa
Kasi
rin.
yung ano,
True.
if you're able to, let's say for example, hindi mo humor yung masa for example, but you're able to make them laugh, pero deep inside that's not what you find funny, pero you know what will make them laugh, 'di ba? So that's a sign of intelligence then.
Yeah, kasi
When you're
naka-adjust
able to,
ka.
'di ba? Naka-adjust ka,
Yeah.
ganon.
True.
So I guess
Diba?
my point here is what is very weird about the study that you were sharing, Shari, is that these men, they don't want funny women. Like it's a third, like it doesn't rate high. So parang I feel like there's an issue with men right now.
May
Na hindi sila
problema
naghahanap na, may problema eh. Hindi
Oo.
ako yung may topak, sila yung may topak.
Yung 100,000 na lalaki na sumagot ng
nga.
survey na yan.
Oo.
Malaki yung
Ayun.
problema nila.
Mali kayo.
Oo, mali
Tuwing
kayo.
uma-attend
Sorry.
sila ng reunion, tinatanong sila kung, uy, kailan kayo kakasal?
Oo,
May
tsaka baka
framing,
ano,
di ba?
tsaka meron, ano bang itsura nila? Chari.
Oo nga.
Sama.
Yan nga.
Nung gumawa nung sumulat niyan, anong mga itsura nila? Joke lang. Tingin ko sa mga babae na wala silang mga jowa.
Ay. So, lalo
Aggressive din.
Siguro, sorry, nireject
Sumisigaw na
sila,
ako.
dahil, sinabi nila, ayoko yan, pan yan.
Nakakaloka. Oo. Oo, so ako, disputed siya. Oh,
disputed.
siguro there's some truth in it naman. Depende pa rin.
Yeah.
Pero hindi
Depende
up
yun,
to.
Depende naman yung sa kausap mo eh. You can find, kunyari, lilima lang naman tayo eh. You can find siguro 5 other people na oo naman sila ng oo dyan sa study na yan. Oh, ang galing yan. Galing yan study na yan. Ganon, totoo
Okay.
yan. Ganon.
We have a good comment from our audience. I like this. Good humor that is attractive is all about timing, regardless of gender and regardless of the genre. Thank you, Hi. Hi to you.
Thank you, hi.
Yes,
Tama.
thank you, hi.
That's
Not
right.
timeless, di ba? Parang, kasi parang if you, for example, I'm into stand-up comedy. Sometimes I find the comedian from years back, tipong relevant pa rin yung jokes nila. Pero may iba naman na parang, parang may expiry, parang hindi na relevant yung issue na pinag-uusapan nila or nag-iba na yung mundo, ganon. Parang masyadong specific yung ginawa nilang humor for that particular era, whereas yung other contemporaries na yun, for example, comedians in the 70s, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung some of them hanggang ngayon funny pa rin yung sinasabi nila kasi parang mas malawak yung mas relatable yung material. Parang hindi siya affected by time or ng kumbaga kunyari you joke about certain qualities na significant pa rin to this day. Ganyan. Ganyan
Yes,
si Bill Hicks, may mga joke siya about how war and spending on the military is useless, na tipong gamitin nyo na lang to buy food for people. So relevant pa rin siya hanggang ngayon. And of course, merong opposite na wala, parang you need to be in a certain mindset to find it funny, di ba?
I guess that's what Sabina was saying, diba? About read the room. Like, kung magjo-joke ka,
Tama.
even with a partner or someone that you're flirting with, or kahit like, I guess, your family and friends, read the room. Hindi naman pwedeng like, yung joke lang na ikaw lang natatawa, diba?
At saka ang hirap nun, no? Kung ikaw lang natatawa.
Sometimes I like making myself laugh rin lang. Gusto ko, wala akong pake. Wait, guys, when I put my Mike Enriquez hat on and I was investigating this, I asked a few people, diba? And yung isa, sinabi sa akin na parang, it's like for men, that's why men find funny women unattractive. I guess in mainstream media, funny women are portrayed as women who are the, not so attractive, overweight, the prettiest girl in town. Could that be it also? Na-condition ba ang mga lalaki to believe na they don't like humor? Kasi tingin nila
it's 2021. They have to get used to it.
Tama.
Whether you're in the healthy side, thin side, I don't know. If you're funny, you gotta like them. People just gotta like adjust.
Adjust.
Like, bro, like, bitch, you gotta,
Parang
you
if
can't
you're
just
willing
stick
to adjust to diba, a lot of other things, dapat willing ka rin mag-adjust dyan sa na yan.
Pandemic nga, nag-adjust
diba?
tayo.
Nag-adjust ka
naman
sa
humor.
pandemic. Diba?
I guess we have to make it normal. So I guess, I guess hindi kasi siya normal, diba? Parang nasanay tayo dun sa yung guys lang yung funny or ganyan. So yung guys, hindi sila masyadong sanay na funny yung girls.
Yeah.
May make sense? Yeah?
Yes. Parang that's right, Shari. Parang merong anchoring or programa ulit na pagka komedyante ka or
ayos yan. Sige, gamitin ko yan next time.
Ako na naman,
Galing na.
Lalaki.
Parang try ko lang. Parang may anchoring. Bagay.
Samahan ka sa akin, Mike. So parang tama na pagka funny ka, you have to be funny looking or you have to be, basta ganon.
Even naman with men, di ba?
So, programa na pwedeng
parang,
affect.
Di ba, even
Yung
sa Philippines
audience.
naman, yung parang mayroon silang programming na, especially in the 80s na, for example, yung action star, meron siyang sidekick na nakakatawa na binabatukan niya, na funny looking. Kunyari sa Barkada, if you watch yung mga movies na parang youth-oriented na Barkada, meron sila lagi yung funny friend na hindi kasing pogi, for example, nung isang character, or yung nerd, meron sila nung nerd nila na laging walang girlfriend, ganon. So, a lot of the things that we, yung sinasabi ni Michelle na na-condition tayo is because of mainstream media, because of what we read. Pero yun nga, I agree with si Cardi B na parang it's 2021, it's time people adjusted to, we can't still be stuck with mga stereotypes, mga conditioning, yung mga anchoring na yan.
Let me just share. I guess one example would be like, I think she's like, iba siya dun sa mga funny girls na nakasanayan natin. What's her name? Si Alex Gonzaga.
Oh, yeah.
Diba? She's really funny. She's pretty. Like, she's glamorous and
yung mga
everything.
vlogs na pinapanood namin yun ng sister ko eh.
But, like, I guess we should have more of them. But konti lang, like Ivana Alawi and her, they're like the only ones that I see that are parang hindi yung on the healthy side, hindi yung sobrang laki ng boobs, or like hindi yung gay or something. So I think this one, I think we're getting there. Maybe just in time, then people will get used to it.
Yes, I mentioned Alex
Netflix,
also, diba? She's really funny. Either really funny.
Michelle, anong pangalan nung may sinend ako sa'yo before sa Netflix na girl na elder millennial ang title ng routine nung kanyang stand-up special sa Netflix. Yun, parang hindi siya yung typical na the stereotypical funny girl. Medyo iba dating nun. Yun,
Puto na ako, Mike, kasi gabi na. Hindi ko na maiisip yan. Sorry.
I-google mo yan. Wait, question. So, Cardi Benz is saying that we need to adjust. 2021 na, diba? So, I mean, every day naman tumatawa tayo, diba? It's like a normal part of life. And I think it's really, masarap tumawa.
Tumawa,
Yan, masarap.
diba?
Nakakabusog, diba? But I'm curious, like, how can laughter or humor really be used as a tool to, number one, maglande, to flirt. And number two, how can you, like, let's say you're just dating someone 3 months in, and you want to have inside jokes with the person. Paano ba? Like,
you want to have inside jokes. I don't think you can plan to have inside jokes and then you look for inside jokes. Like, wait, inside jokes natin to. Listen.
Sige nga, paano? Hindi ko din alam.
Paano yun, Bea?
Sige,
please enlighten us.
Tayo mo inside joke.
In 3 months, may inside joke na kayo. Ganun, ang galing mo. Iba ka talaga.
Paano ba?
Paano
how do you grow a relationship? Diba? They say that vulnerability is very sexy. Like, a lot of men like when you're open. Paano naman funny? Ibayin na natin. Like, how can, give us tricks naman, Mike and Michelle. Like, how can, yung ano ba yung magandang...
How does humor benefit you? I guess, tagging the man or the girl. Mga ganun.
Sa akin yun, parang yung humor, weapon siya to diffuse tension. Di ba? Mga ganun.
The only tension you don't want to diffuse is sexual tension, kumbaga. Everything else.
Sorry, wholesome nga tayo this year. Ano ba? Wala nang sexual tension. No more.
Meaning tension, not necessarily, kumbaga parang yung merong bad situation. Kunyari, bad trip yung partner mo, natanggal siya sa work, ganon. Tapos you're able to find humor in it, di ba? So, yun minsan okay yung ganon, di ba? Parang si Michelle noon, di ba? Naalala mo nung nagpunta ako sa burol mo, tapos yung namatay yung grandma ni Michelle. Ang lungkot ni Michelle noon. Tapos nung tinanong ko siya, ilan taon na ba yung lola mo? Tapos yung lola niya yata 101 years old na.
100 lang.
Sabi ko, Sabi ko, pambira naman. Bakit ka sobrang lungkot? 100 na pala yung lola mo.
Malungkot. Kumbaga, okay na to. 100 na lang.
Sabi ko, yun yung conversation namin sa buro. Hampas niya ako. Tumigil ka dyan. Nandito yung mga kamag-anak ko.
Ang lungkot-lungkot ko pa naman mo. Nakakabuntot ko si Mike. Pero pinatawa naman niya ako, to be fair.
Sabi ko,
wait, diffuse a bad situation.
Yan. Parang diffuse.
Tension, yes.
Kaya nga, as I was saying, di ba, parang sabi ko, yung funeral, yung wake, it's the best place to, not really to make jokes, but to find humor. Kasi sad, it's parang, di ba, parang it's a place na people are gloomy, walang gusto parang quiet yung people, ganon. Tapos, parang morbid.
Makaramdam ka naman, Mike. Baka mami nagpapatawa ka, tas gusto nila mag-mourn.
Oo, syempre, of course. Ano naman yun?
Syempre, of course.
Pasok naman yun sa reading the room, di ba?
Iyak-iyak, nagpatawa ka na lang. Di ba? Ang insensitive mo lang.
Iyak-iyak ko pautang naman.
Iyak-iyak, biglang mo pasok yung mga yung mga jokes mo. Ganon. Wag naman. Yun nga. Pero maganda yun yung humor to ease the tension or parang,
diba?
Make people
turn it
relax.
into a positive thing, yeah.
So, makikipag-away muna
yun.
tapos gagamitin ko yan. I'm gonna start a fight and then I'm gonna use a joke.
Kaya pag umilit yung ulo niya,
Okay, so that's one, ease the tension. Okay, I'm sure meron pang iba. Number 2, I think it's like is that an in? I think humor is an in, diba? Comfort-wise. Na parang, like, you're gonna be comfortable with me because I'm funny. Yes or no?
Comment
Yes.
below.
Creepy na natin eh. Here's
Depende. Yan.
Okay, sige, explain. Cardi Benz and Mike, bakit depends?
Si Michelle naman ang mag-explain. Yan.
Kayo nagsabi depends. Si Michelle nag-agree.
Hindi, ginaya ko lang si Nag-agree ka ba? Okay.
Nag-agree ako na
Hindi, nag-agree din ako actually. Actually, ano.
Kasi parang ano yan eh, parang siyang icebreaker.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
oo.
Okay.
So, once a person is for example, ako medyo nahihiya pa ako, tapos nagpatawa-patawa na siya, I really get comfortable. So, just based on experience. Ganon.
Pero meron din
If
kasi
I
yung
want
ano eh.
ako
Sorry.
naman yung mas komportable, ako naman yung magpapatawa, napapansin ko naman din na parang, uy, mas relax na yung tao.
Okay. So relax, basically a lot of ease, relax. My God, ang tension ng mga lalaki at babae, nakakatakot.
Oo. Or to flirt yun nga, pag umilit yung ulo niya, bigla ka magpatawa.
Ayan.
Pwede yun.
Pag magkasalanan ka, yan. If may ginawa kang masama, diba? Pwede ka
I think you're gonna need more than humor kung may ginawa kang masama.
Depende ko ano yung ginawa mo.
Gano'n ba kasama?
Nahuli kang may mistress, gano'n.
Nabangga mo yung kotse.
Or nabangga mo yung kotse, ano pa ba?
Okay. So it depends on your situation. How about you, Cardigans?
Depends.
Are there situations where you do you use humor on the opposite sex?
Let me think.
How do you get men into bed, Cardi Beans?
Grabe naman. Grabe ka naman, Sari.
Grabe. Linggo-linggo kayong tinutulungan ng tao sa show, tapos gaganyanin nyo.
Oo nga. Ano klaseng tao kayo? Teacher pa naman ako. Diba? Nagtrabaho pa ako sa lab. Mukhang mawalan pa ako ng trabaho. Naka-record ko.
Okay, how do you get a number? Telephone number. How do you get a guy's number?
Sorry,
Okay.
Sab. Let me. I was just having a visual of like you having a stand-up comedy in front of the bed. Sorry, go on.
Come on, baby. Okay, like I would have a situation. Like for example lang to. So, kaka-break ko lang. Tapos may nanlalandi sa akin. Okay, may nanlalandi. Tapos gagamitin niya parang to be funny or something. If he says, like, for example, like a lot of even girls say this to men. It's like, halimbawa, sobrang heartbroken ko and they be like, at least papayat ka. Di ba yun naman yung gusto mo? Kasi nung nasa relationship ka, you were like always complaining about your weight, you always eat. O ngayon, dadami ulit yung suitor mo. Tapos siya yung nanlalandi sa akin. That will kind of like cheer me up. Like
bring you up.
Yeah. That's just like be like, this guy is funny. Like I think I would hang out with him even if I'm like heartbroken, and eventually like I might, like him once it's kind of like once I'm kind of over the previous one. Do you get it? I had to create a situation.
Yeah, I totally get it. It's bring someone up with a joke.
Yeah. It really has to be like positive jokes. Yeah.
Nice.
For me.
Nice.
Na maganda ka, ganun ba? Yun ang peg.
Parang,
Yan.
yeah, like, what's wrong with you? You're so
sorry,
sexy.
may naalala akong situation na hindi ko alam kung
Ayusin mo
years ago may nagyaya sa akin mag-coffee na I met somebody at a gig na okay siya. Found her attractive, gano'n. Tapos a few days later, she asked me out. Well, I thought she asked me out. Parang sabi, let's have coffee, gano'n. Tapos long story short, mamaya, binibentahan niya ako ng insurance.
Oh my God, open-minded ka ba?
Tapos parang I think na-sense niya na, parang na-sense niya na medyo na-irritate ako na binibentahan niya ako ng insurance. At ako rin parang, shit, baka feeling niya na-irita ako. So parang para isipin niya hindi ako na-irita, parang sabi sa kanya, sorry, hindi talaga ako bibili ng insurance. Pero pwede ko bang gawing joke to? Sabi ko, i-edit ko yung pangalan mo.
Gagawin kong material.
Sabi ko, okay lang ba? Gagawin ko siyang material. Sabi ko, promise, hindi ko sasabihin yung pangalan mo. Ganon. Tapos, natawa siya ng tawa. Ganon. Tapos yung ending, sabi ko, so ibig sabihin, hindi na tayo mag-coffee ulit next week.
Hindi na nga. I would laugh. Yeah.
Tapos umuho siya. Parang, hindi, pwede pa naman. Pero hindi na rin. Wala naman nangyari.
You know what's weird, Mike? This
ano
situation that you have, It's like you don't even know if it's a sales tactic or a flirting tactic. Like,
Oo
my
di ba?
God, ang gulo, ang gulo. Ang gulo ng
Oh,
tao.
Bea, the frustration, I feel it, ah.
But then again,
Meron na bang
ano
magbenta
naman,
sa'yo ng insurance, Bea? Akala mo din?
nung nandun na naman kami sa coffee shop, ano naman, siguro within the first 10 minutes, nalabas na niya yung tablet PC niya sa handbag niya para i-demo yung
Oh.
This was early. This was early 2000. Wala pang iPad noon. Pero she had this Windows thing na para siyang may weird keyboard na click, nag-click pa harap. Tapos parang ano kasi ito parang explain niya agad yung yung na-explain niya agad yung investment. So, hindi naman parang I didn't feel like she wasted my time naman. Tapos yun. Pero yung
na-educate ka naman.
Tapos yun, nagpaalam ako na gawin joke yun nangyari, which I eventually did. I even used to joke in a speech contest. Sorry?
Sino nagbayad ng coffee?
Actually, siya nagbayad eh.
Okay. Mabait naman si ate.
In fact po, siya pa yung pumila. Para sabi niya, go ahead, sit down. Parang gano'n. Tapos tinanong niya kung anong gusto ko. Tapos kaya dun sa nung sinulat ko na siya sa joke, dun sa notes ko, kailangan dito feeling yung dating mo, parang on stage, parang gwapong-gwapo ka dapat sa sarili mo, para yung ending na, have you ever heard of Sun Life, parang ka ngayon, parang
You know what, Mike? I really believe your humor is gonna get you far. Yeah.
Hindi rin.
Parang hindi naman. Pero okay lang. Ako naman feeling ko, one of these days, lahat ng barkada sa'yo, magsisisi sila. Yeah. Parang araw, they're with their therapist. Do you have any regrets? Actually, binarkada ko kasi si Bea Trinidad. Tapos papakita yung picture mo sa Facebook. Ito siya, gano'n. Kasi nung time na yun, parang hindi pa ako sure sa sarili ko. Gano'n yung nila. Tapos, stuck ako ngayon sa...
Nag-stand up ka ngayon, Mike? Nag-stand up ka ngayon?
Hindi nag-stop na ako mag-stand up. Nag-retire na ako from stand-up, actually.
Parang
magwa-1 year na akong hindi lumalabas ng bahay. Kaya gagawa ako ng Zoom party to celebrate to celebrate a year of not going out.
Okay. So, Bea, okay. So, yung takeaway ko from this part of the conversation is we use humor to manipulate. That's number
Hindi
1.
naman, God.
Huwag naman manipulate. Sama na yung term na yun.
Joke lang. Grabe naman.
Hindi, siguro sorry. Parang hindi manipulate. Parang siguro to alter or to
Sci-fi ba to?
salvage an otherwise bad situation.
Kumbaga, great synonyms ng manipulate. Okay, Bea, wait. Okay, so we talked about the main problem here. Did we debunk it? Is it true or is it false? Let's start with, sige, Mike, you take it away. You go first. Na-debunk ba natin yung study na men find funny women unattractive?
Sino? Ako?
Ikaw.
Na-debunk. Ano ba? Nung Sabado pa lang, na-debunk na natin eh.
Tayo.
Oo. Na-debunk
mo. Debunk. Okay. Sige.
Debunk. Okay, Michelle. Kasi we're other takeaways, guys. We have, we summarize our, discussion.
So I don't think it's true. Ganun no? Kainis ka talaga, Mike. Na attractive women are, funny women are less attractive. I think funny women are attractive. It just depends on the what is funny to the man. Ganyan. Or, yung some of them, sabi nyo nga doon sa study, find it na parang if the girl is smart or witty, medyo ayaw nila yon. So it's intimidating. That could be true as well. But it doesn't necessarily mean that, in general, funny women are less attractive. In fact, I believe, funny women are more attractive. So, tumawa. Tsaka yung, di ba? Yun lang.
Yeah. Via words back. Thank you, via words back.
Cardi B, ikaw. What do you think?
I think we should make it normal for women to be funny and likable and lovable. Also, you have to think about like most funny girls and men, of course, silang may mga pinagdadaanan. So
We're deep
kind of
people.
connected to, it's kind of deep. May mental health, ano yan, yung iba dyan. I mean, like, may pinagdadaanan sila, guys. So, guys, yung mga girls, so guys have to be aware of these things. They also have to be sensitive. Just like be open. Don't just like, parang,
Boring men also are.
don't just like push them away. Like, give them a chance. If it's not working, be honest. Honesty is the best policy. Am I right?
Comedy is the best policy na lang.
Huwag lang 20 years na kayo magkasama sa kamila sabihin, dito nag-work eh. Ganun.
Talaga nakakatawa.
Kailangan.
Pero, guys,
Hiwalay na
normal
tayo.
lang yan. Normal lang
Hiwalay
na
na
20
tayo.
years.
Boring
Okay.
people.
Sige, Bea, ano naman, ikaw?
Boring people. Yan, may
Wait, just
comments
to say-
si Miss Bitanga. Sabi
Thank
niya,
you, Bitanga.
boring people are the worst. Sabi niya.
Tama nga yan.
Tama naman.
Yung mga hindi
Okay.
nagsasalita, walang input. Shit.
Ano yun? Baka serial killer yun pag hindi nagsasalita.
Di exciting.
Ako.
Okay, Bea, go.
Okay. Nawala na ako sa serial killer. But anyways, just to connect with the last thing that Sabina
I'm
said.
sorry, Bea, I have to cut you. That's just
sige, let's
before you
cut.
continue. The funniest people could also be those trying to make people laugh because they know what it feels like to be unhappy. Guys,
No,
be
that's
more
what I
aware
meant.
of how people feel. Tama, Cardi B and Kat. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Go
you,
on,
Kat.
Bea.
Okay.
Yeah,
I vote that. Yes, vote yes.
Swipe right.
Swipe right to the left
Bakit
and
swipe
right.
right,
Anyways,
bitch?
okay. On the connection of that, if you're 20 years in and hindi ka na natatawa, normal lang yun, I think. But my key takeaway today is that, sabi nga ni Elon Musk the other day, nag-tweet siya na legalize comedy. I feel like, based on what Sabina and everyone said here, i-normalize na natin ang comedy. Don't take life so seriously.
Right.
And
Yeah.
yung mga marriage na yan, wag niyo ako pressure, okay? Saka pag may
Ingat
pinagdadaan.
ang ulo.
Saka yung ovaries ko, just relax, okay? I mean, let's normalize comedy. Let's have
Oh,
fun.
gawin mo na.
Laugh.
Sabihin mo yung sinabi ko next time.
Galing
Yeah.
yun, diba?
Bea,
Sabay
diba, ikaw
walk out,
sa family gatherings ka na gano'n. A friend of ours, she went to the doctor today to get her back checked. And syempre, tinanong siya ng family, ng doctor na kaya the family, you married? Sabi niya, no. Why not? Ay,
Yan.
Pigilan mo ako. Alam mo yun, Okay.
Narinig ko yan.
My takeaway naman is, clearly it's debunked, pero I think there's something to it. It's not completely debunked. There are also for us women, there are certain kinds of humor na it just rubs you the wrong way. And I guess it's the same.
Yes.
I guess mas picky lang yung men when it comes to humor. I don't know. Minsan talaga yung mga bruhang lalaki. Yung mga bruhang ng babae. Pero bruhang mga lalaki. Like si Bumblebee, sometimes you have to analyze, are you being too picky na? Na even something as little as not loving somebody's humor 100% is a deal breaker for you.
Yeah. Like, find your bros and then tumawa-tawa kayo magkasama, diba? Yung girl, iwanan mo na yan.
I know. And again, if you're funny, you can be funny. You can make yourself laugh. You don't need a funny partner. Just take a
Okay. So, I'm on the fence here, but I guess that's like such good insight. So many things we can use humor for. Michelle, Mike, and Cardi Benz, thank you so much for supporting our argument. We don't usually have 5 in the room, but we're
Galing.
and
I think perfect combination kaya lahat ng insights. Si Michelle had great ones. Si Mike, lagi na contest si Michelle, and he also had great ones. And as usual, Cardi Benz, you're our favorite correspondent. Okay. So, Bea, what do we have next week?
yes. So
Ano
as
ulit?
mentioned-
Yan ulit.
Part 2.
Galit sa lalaki. But anyways, okay, we would last week I mentioned we would tackle finances, funny
F,
bone, and faith. So 3 F's to your freedom. Next week we have a love story that is really worth sharing. We have Chessie and James Torres, a young couple that will share some lessons in keeping their relationship spark through faith. Yan. Yan ang tinatanong ko, kung my God, kung dapat pa talaga magka-faith. Lahat ng mga
Man of God.
Yeah,
Ang dami ko ng
exactly.
advice na nakakuha na. You know, Shari, to find a good partner, you have to pray. A good partner is something that you pray for.
Yeah.
Baka may choose.
I've been praying.
Actually, may hinost akong kasal. Yun yung sabi nila dun sa ABP na pinagdasal daw nila yung brother
Isa't
nila
isa.
na makahanap ng ano. Tapos yun, mukhang okay naman.
And guys, we also have to add, Bea and I have a website. And we would love to hear your anonymous letters. Help us help you. Help us help the world avoid heartbreak. We'll keep a secret, promise.
Yeah, exactly. And then of course, every Sunday I'll be penetrating. Invading your inbox. Invading your inbox and send you advice to be a better person and be nicer to your mom, your dad, your boyfriend, your future partner, kahit lahat na at sa akin rin. So, yeah, stay thirsty, guys. Yeah.
Okay, so stay thirsty, everyone. Before we say goodbye, Mike and Michelle, how should people reach you if you want them to reach you?
Ako, I'm fine with Messenger. Michelle T. Defensor.
Yeah, mine is, you can add me on Instagram. It's Mike Unson Comedy. And I also have a Facebook page, Mike Unson. Just search me. Tapos, I don't know parang may naggalaw ako sa settings ko. So, parang masyadong naka-private. Just send me a message sa Messenger if you want me to add you. Hindi kasi may mga spam accounts minsan so naka-private yung minsan hindi ka lalabas na parang hindi lumalabas yung add friend minsan, so just message me para
exclusive
I can disable
it. Exclusive.
Hindi naman lang.
Okay, again, thanks guys. Thanks Cardi Biz, thanks Mike, thanks Michelle. And
yes, you're welcome. Thank you, Ren. Thanks for having us.
If you guys want to reach me, Sabina V. Santiago, okay? Just message me.
Sabina V.
Ready to mingle. Come on.
Guys, all of us, Ciari _ Luna, Beatrice _
Nakalimutan nyo ata ako.
Ano ba, every week na raw siya nandito. Kailangan,
Okay.
Magagawa ako ng I'm gonna do a signature brigade to add Sabrina sa poster ng Thursday and 30. Diba?
Sabina. Okay.
Sorry, Sabina.
Okay.
Kailangan din na siya sa poster. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
And 30.